Is that on there? Is that going on there too? Yes, it is, isn't it? That's a pneumoconiosis cough. I can't get rid of it. I was explaining it to people during COVID, saying that's not COVID. You have to earn this. This is earned, right?
Glace Bay was once a bustling coal mining town. The first large mine opened here in 1861. By 1912, the company running mines in the region extracted 40% of Canada's total coal output. Most of those mines have closed now, but generations of miners and their families are still living with the damage done by that work. There's growing evidence of a hidden epidemic of black lung among Canadian coal miners.
There's 130 coal miners working over at the Donkin mine right now. They're the last remaining coal miners in Nova Scotia. And they're working underground, and they're subject to breathing the same coal dust and the same coal seams that we all did over the last 100 years in Cape Breton.
Wish Donovan is 79 years old. He was a coal miner for 32 years. He's now a guide at the Miners Museum in Glace Bay.
You can certainly take a break if you need one.
I'm gonna have to take a break in a minute. You want a guy with a black lung? Well, you got the original deal.
Black lung is a form of pneumoconiosis caused by breathing in coal dust.
Well, the breathing problem, actually, I was informed by a lung specialist. He said, if anybody worked in the mine for 5 years at the face, producing coal for 5 years, your lungs are going to get bad right then and there.
Pardon me, there it goes. That's pneumoconiosis. I have it as well.
Steve Drake was a coal miner before becoming a lawyer. He worked underground for 17 years, the last in a family of miners going back at least 3 generations, including his father and his grandfather. Steve Drake Sr. worked in the mines for 30 years, starting at age 15 in 1952.
Okay, so when you work in a coal mine, you breathe coal dust every single day, and sometimes, depending on the type of circumstances you're working in, you'll breathe stone dust called silica dust, and both of them are invasive, and they have considerable negative impacts on your lungs. And my dad worked underground all his life in the busiest sections, the coal faces and the development sections where the dust is really concentrated.
An epidemic of black lung is already well documented in the U.S., thanks to a national screening program. But there's no comparable monitoring of coal miners in Canada, often leaving mines operating in the dark. When coal mines do break the law and put miners' health at risk, provincial regulators do a poor job of forcing them to clean up their act.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in the town of Waterford who didn't have a coal miner somewhere in their background.
Nova Scotia has a system to automatically pay compensation to miners with lung conditions. But Labour leaders say it has a track record of suppressing claims. For Steve Drake, it took 6 years of fighting and legal appeals for the Compensation Board to acknowledge his father's death was linked to black lung disease.
Right now, workers' compensation, as far as I'm concerned, operates like a bureaucratic bully. They try to beat people up, and they do. Many people just can't get through 2,109 days of fighting with the Workers' Compensation Board. They just give up, and that's wrong.